Hello dear participants, welcome to a new tutorial from Logi Owl Tutorials presented by me, Sami Kiyami. In this session, we are going to discuss managing users and roles in the content management system. So the first step is to go and access the login page. The page can be accessed through typing the name canafonline.ca/admin, which will guide you to the WordPress based login. So you type the authorized credentials. So in my case, now I have the access of an administrator, and you will notice that we have different roles here in that content management system, WordPress. Uh, and based on those different levels, you can just have different type of access. The two main roles that I'm interested in are the editor and the administrator. Administrator to be able to add users and do the essential things. And normally, after creating the main users and doing the main things, you will not be in need to do more than that. Everything else will be for the content itself will be created by the editors. Of course, the administrator can be an editor, but like this is on that level. So the first step is to go directly to utilisateur and to be able to create user. And as you see here, I have two users available in on the system, and I will be creating one for you just to see which type of users I can create. The other thing that I'm interested in is that option here called members, and from that option here I can go and click on the roles. And this is what I mentioned, we have roles and users. So I can create the user, and the user will have a specific role. Each role is related to a list of privileges, and based on those privileges, if a user belongs to specific roles, he can have those privileges. So it's a faster way to give more than one person the same set of privileges. And as you see here, I have the administrator, author, which is the like author, the Canaf only members, and this is a role that I have created, uh, contributors and editors, and subscribers, of course, abonnee. So the two things that I'm, or three roles that I'm created, that I'm interested in is editors, Canaf online members, and administrator. You can create more roles if you like to give different level of access to those people that has those roles. But from my point of view, I created only one, and based on that, you can just separate people to people that have access or belong to Canaf online members or does not belong to Canaf online members. Mind that if you go with the option of specifying like an authorization for a member to access a specific uh, content like post or articles or whatever. So you will have to provide that with credentials, and this person should go through the option of login. He should log in to be able to access that content. Anyway, you can also provide content which is available to everybody. So I'll start with members. The first thing that I will do is to check what are my roles: administrator, author, Canaf only members, contributor, editor, and abonnee. Uh, if I need more roles, as examples, I will go to create role. I'll go to roles, add new, and I can create new role. As example, I'll name it test role. Okay. And that test role, I can give extra capability to do what? Like you see, those are different capability that I can grant or reject on that specific type of members or type of rules. And the default is read. So this is the actually the normal web public user that can read the content. Okay. So this is a rule that I will add, test, add. Going back to the roles again, if I want to go to the roles, members, and I will see the list of roles with the test added. Okay, so this is roles. Okay, I don't want to go into any details regarding changing anything else than the just seeing those roles and knowing that you have the editors, which is the best level of authority that you can give to somebody to change only or to add only content. And you can go deeper than that, just provide them with the ability only to change specific content posts as example or article. Okay, so done from that, going to create utilisateur users that has those specific rules. So I'll click on utilisateur. Now I have those users. I can click on ajouter and enter like the name of the user. As example, I'll enter the name of uh, test test at logowl.ca. Reno test, no test, and I can click on officiellement the password, and I can create my own password. Okay, and the user role, which is important, what role are you going to give to that person? So what I will do, I will give that person the role CANAF only members. Okay, so that person is CANAF only members. Add. Okay, now I have somebody that has that name and that is member of CANAF only member. And mind here that you can have a user part of more than one um, role. Okay, so I will add another user, and that user I will make an editor. Okay, so another user, ajouter, test editor, test editor, add test. I'll put the same password and make it now. This person is part of editors. Now I have two users, one named tests and one named test editor. One is an editor, one is a part of CANAF only members. Okay, so from that point, this is the only thing that I want from the administrator level to control users and uh, roles. nothing else. So I'll stop here and move to the next tutorial that will be using the editor and the Canaf Online members to see what we can do with that. Thank you and see you in the next tutorial.